I've been asked several times why I'm building those tiny homes. So we run a retirement home here, and it's really, we are trying to build homes for seniors for longer than we have that concept of tiny homes. So in the mid-90s, we started to develop small houses, ran into the problem that they are too small for the Ontario building standard. And so they have been not allowed to be built. And only the concept of tiny homes now really is paving the pavement for us to build small homes. You might know that the average home now is the smallest footprint of a tiny home is 325 square feet. And that's exactly the model I'm showing here today, because we built such a home. So this is the smallest home we can build. Now, the idea is not only to build a small home, but the idea is to build nice homes. The common concept that tiny homes are homes for homeless and homes out of a sea container and all of these things are nice and dandy, but not all of them are like that. I want to show that we can build quality homes. So if you're talking about quality, of course, it has to be defined a little further what quality means, because it's not the same for everyone. So I believe when I say quality, first of all, these are not cookie cutter homes. They are customized. I built them in modules. The modules are then put together to create a living unit. So that means if we build additional modules, we have more living space. And because of the building technique in controlled conditions, i.e. a workshop, we can build better quality homes. We are not exposed to the weather, leaning ladders against the roof and all of this stuff. And because we built them in modules, we built a roof module, for instance, right in 3 feet height, where we can work and shingle. So one of the things I wanted to portray is that whoever owns one of those homes should be proud of it. They should be proud to live in there. It's not a cheap, mass-produced 2x4 structure slapped together. We built only in SIPS construction. SIPS stands for Standard Engineered Panel Systems. And these structured panels are really the best of small constructions we can build, because it's perfect insulated. The 4-inch insulation is as good as 6-inch insulation in the standard pink insulation studded construction, and on and on and on. If you look at the roof of this unit here, we are using Toscana metal tiles, which are way more expensive than regular steel metal. And way more expensive than asphalt shingles, but it is quality. Nobody builds it. We built it. It's nice, and anyone who is living in this should be proud of it. So then, of course, the question is, how do you go upstairs? Well, here in this case, there are several options in general how you go upstairs. And we have chosen a very unorthodox method of going upstairs through an outside stair. So this stair is not taking inside space, away from the small space you have anyways, but it is outside. So this way, we have all the room available inside, which otherwise would be part of it taken away by a staircase. So now you go upstairs in the living or sleeping quarter. If the house is to be used for a senior and upstairs living or upstairs sleeping is not an option anymore, it can be changed to one of the other methods, and of course it still can be changed with an additional module which allows us the sleeping accommodations on ground level. The question comes up, well, is it really transportable like a tiny home is? Well, no. Our homes are really small homes. We are leaving the area of tiny homes. The upstairs has full standing heights, so therefore we have an overall height of about 18 feet, which is way above what you can transport on a road. However, we can take them apart back to the modules as we constructed them. So if we take the entire upstairs off as 2 modules, they can be transported on a flatbed trailer, and the ground 2 modules could be transported on a flatbed trailer. So therefore, yes, they are movable, but not on a basis that you move them along every 4 weeks. That's not. They are considered stationary. They are considered to be installed on foundations, but they are movable if push comes to shove. So that's just another feature which we basically offer. So this unit here I'm showing here today is to be sold. It's a spec unit, but there are many aspects which are not finished because we don't know what the customer wants, and we left these areas out. For instance, there's no plumbing, as you see, because we don't know what the plumbing is going to look like for a purchaser. There's no kitchen for the same reasons, and there's a number of small things which are still not finished for the same reason. We don't know what the customer wants. Then, of course, the question comes up, where would we put them? Well, as in any other house, you put them on your own land. That's one option. But there are other options. There is the option of leasing land. You can transport them and set them up on leased land. And of course, our own land. We are in the process of developing our own 50 acres of land here. We're next to the retirement home. And we will build them in 3 clusters, and as we speak, we are in the process of obtaining the permits to do so. Hopefully by next year we are ready, and so this unit you can purchase and then put on our land. We will have 26 of those little adorable abodes in 3 areas. In 3, we call them clusters, and there are between 6 and 12 units in each cluster. So this is another option. If you're going back to what I called quality early on, I also want to show that many of the aspects which are built right into the home are very unusual and unorthodox. I'm pointing out to the what I call cassette wall. This is a high-end way of finishing a wall. It's of course way more expensive than any drywall or anything like it. Just to give you an idea, it's about 120 work hours to get that finished. So that has a price tag attached. But then again, who does it? You don't see it in today's building markets that any builder will take the time and build such a wall. So this is just one example. Another one is the upstairs. You will notice that the ceilings are shaped like a barrel. That's why they're called barrel ceilings. Hardwood. And so these are all little items which makes these building styles unique. And that's why we call them adorable abodes. Thank you.